let's show you how you can save your work as you go. To do that, I want to introduce you to the Editor menu, reached with E chord, dots 1, 5, and the spacebar.
Editor menu, opened.
Like other menus, we can navigate this with space and backspace or dot 4 chord, dot 1 chord, whatever floats your boat. Let's hit the spacebar and see what we have here.
Save current file, without closing it. Shortcut is S.
So if we want to save our current file and continue working on it, we can just hit S from this point.
Close current file, saves changes. Shortcut is C.
And if we're done with the file and we want to save it and close it, we can hit C.
Quit current file, without saving changes. Shortcut is Q.
Quitting the file without saving changes and closing it literally is that. If you want to just discard everything you've done and not write anything to the BTSpeak, press Q.
Quick text note, shortcut is T.
We can create a quick text note with T, or
quick braille note, shortcut is B.
A quick braille note with B. This is useful if you have your BTSpeak and you need to just quickly jot something down. You don't necessarily care what the file name happens to be. You don't want to go through that process. But you do want to make sure that you save your file in a separate document and not mess up anything you might be working on otherwise. And these notes will be numbered sequentially so that you can find them later.
Run host command, shortcut is R.
Run host command, shortcut is R. I won't go into too much detail here, but the BTSpeak editor does allow you to run commands from inside the editor and see its output also inside the editor. A common example of this is, for instance, if you want to make a calculation, you don't want to go into the calculator per se. Maybe you want to hang on to your work as you go. Maybe you're working on homework. Maybe you just want a record of your steps as you go, working out a math problem. You can invoke the calculator strictly by writing a command inside the editor and E chord R to run it.
Save current file, without closing it. Shortcut is S.
All right. And so now we are back to save current file. Shortcut is S. I'm going to press enter on this item now. And we didn't hear anything, but we are now back in the editor and we can continue working. Remember, that was the editor menu accessed with E chord, followed by S for save, C for save and close, or Q for don't save and close. Now, it just so happens that I am happy with my notes as they are. So rather than leave them open for now, let's close them. I'm going to do E chord to get to the editor menu.
Editor menu, opened.
And we'll press C to save and close. We could do Q since we just saved it, but let's do C.
Welcome screen is open.
All right, now we are in the welcome screen because that was the next file in the editor ring. I'm going to do dots 5, 6, 8 chord to go to our test BRL.
Test BRL is open.
And before we continue, let's also save this. I'm going to do E chord for the editor menu.
Editor menu, opened.
And S for save.
Save current file, without closing it. Shortcut is S.
And that's exactly what we just did. Let's go to the top of the file with dots 1, 2, 3 chord.
Top of file.
D chord to get to the delete menu.
Delete menu, opened.
Then I'm going to press Z as in Zulu, or zap everything from my current position to the end of the document. Since we're at the top, that basically means delete everything. So Z.
Cutting 17 characters.
And some characters have been cut. We can verify that there is nothing left in the document. I can do C chord.
Blank.
We hear blank, dot 1 chord.
Top of file.
Top of file, dot 4 chord says.
End of file.
End of file. There's nothing here. Let's make a new line of text. I'm just going to write this is another test.
Dots T I S A N O the R T E S T low D.
Press dot 8 to make a new line.
New line.
Verify we have said line with dot 1 chord.
This is another test.
And now I'm suddenly feeling a lot of guilt. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted all that work I did in my test file. To discard these changes and go back to what was saved, we can just quit the file. So eChord,
Editor menu, opened.
and we can quit with Q. Remember, this closes the file and also does not save any changes to it.
Welcome screen is open.
So now we only have one file open. If I do .568 chord,
No other open files.
no other open files. And to verify that our test document has survived unscathed from my remorseless edits, we can go back to the file menu with O chord and F.
Options menu, open. Listing for Home Pi.
And I know it starts with T. We can either use dots 1 and 4 chords or space, backspace, whatever, to move between the files. But if I know what letter a document starts with and I want to jump straight to that, we can use dot 7 along with whatever letter, and that will take us immediately to the first item that matches. So right now, if I do a dot 4 chord,
BT Speak, directory, 1 of 15.
I'm at BT Speak, which starts with B. And I can either wrap around, go up with dot 1 chord, or all the way down until I get to test BRL. But in this case, I'm going to hold down dot 7 and the letter T.
Templates, directory, 12 of 15.
Okay, so here's templates. That's actually the first item here that starts with T. Let's do it again.
Test BRL, 13 of 15.
Here's test BRL. Press enter to open it.
Test BRL is open.
All right, let's go to the top of the document, make sure that our previous work is still here.
Top of file.
C chord says,
This is document 1.
this is document 1.
This is line 2.
This is line 2.
This is line 3.
This is line 3.
Blank.
Blank, and
I finished at 2:06 p.m.
all right, everything is here just as we had it before. Fantastic. So we're done with this file. In fact, we're done doing things in the editor for now. So what we're going to do is go back to the editor menu with E chord
Editor menu, opened.
and press C to close.
Welcome screen is open.